I understand your struggle. You've been trying to quit porn, you've been trying NoFap, all these different methods, but you seem to just keep on relapsing. You keep struggling to make any progress at all. I understand that, I feel your struggle, and I went through the same exact thing. So in this video, I'm going to teach you the best possible way to quit porn, as easy and as frictionless as possible. Why would you listen to me? Well, I had a 6-year porn addiction from 13 to 19. I would jack off every single day to porn. Genuinely waste like 4 hours sometime watching it into the fucking mornings, right? Feeling like an absolute loser. My life was shit because of it. I was anxious, depressed, and I was sick of that life. I was not doing that shit anymore. So I decided I'm making the best system I possibly can to quit porn, to make it as easy as possible for literally anyone to quit, for any retard, for any undisciplined person. If they follow my system, they're going to quit. So I created it. I obviously tested it for myself and it worked. I quit porn at 19. There's not many 19-year-olds that can say that. Most of them don't even realise they're addicted to porn. So the fact that you're watching this, trying to quit, you understand porn is bad for you, respect to you. And you're going to be able to quit porn if you just follow my simple steps, alright? So the first step of my system is this. It's a golden rule that I followed throughout the whole process, is this. Make sure I jack off less this month than I did last month. And it sounds obvious, like, well, obviously, right? Most guys try and quit porn too quickly and they go to 0 straight away. They quit cold turkey and they never watch it again. That's what they tell themselves. But that doesn't work, as we know. Excuse me. If you're watching porn every day, you're addicted. Your mind relies on it. You find it kind of fun, okay? To one day tell yourself, okay, that's it. No more porn. You're never watching that shit again. It sounds good on paper. But think about what your mind is thinking. It's thinking, this thing that I've been addicted to, the thing I've been relying on, you're telling me I can never watch it again? Your brain is going to be depressed, right? Once the motivation runs out on day 3 of NoFap, your brain is going to be like, right, where's porn? I need it now. This thing you've got going on, that's enough. Give me porn. It's uncomfortable. Your brain does not like being uncomfortable. And when you put it in that state, it's going to do whatever it can to make you relapse and get that instant dopamine, that pleasure. All right? So when you quit cold turkey, you go from one extreme to the other. Your brain is like, no, that's not happening. All right? Again, you get temporary motivation for the first 2 days on NoFap, for example. You're like, yeah, this is the time I'm going to finally quit. Get to day 3, reality kicks in, and your brain's like, we're not ready for this. I need porn. Give it to me now. And it's going to flood your mind with 1,000 different thoughts about porn until you give in to the urge. All right? So, back to my point. The rule you need to follow is you just jack off less slightly this month than you did last month. But you don't go to 0 because your brain is not ready for that. For example, if you watched porn 15 times last month, roughly, okay? Don't watch it 0 times this month. You think that will make more progress. You think you'll be able to quit porn faster, but you won't, as we've just established. So if you watched it 15 times last month, watch it 13 times this month. Because that's pretty much the same as 15, slightly less. So you're still making progress, right? Which is the whole goal of this, to try and quit. So you're one step closer to making progress in quitting porn. And 2, you still get to watch porn. So your brain won't be depressed. It's not going to be thinking, where's porn? There's not going to really be that much of an uncomfortable feeling in your mind that's going to start making you desire porn. It's just going to be a normal month. It's like you're tricking your brain into thinking that everything's the same, except you slightly know that you've just improved and made progress towards quitting porn slightly. Okay? So you watched it 15 times last month, watch it 13 times this month. Next month, watch it 10 times. Then 8 the next one, and just keep going down like that. Don't autistically think, okay, so last month I watched it 3 times less, so this month, no. Just make sure you watch it less this month than you did last month. Don't overthink it, all right? If you watched it 30 times last month and you want to watch it 29 times this month, that is fine, because 29 is less than 30. That's the simple rule you need to follow. And if you follow that forever, you'll make progress so fast and you'll literally quit this years-long porn addiction within months, all right? This is truly the fastest way to quit porn. Doing this for 6 months for most guys, And you'll be at the point where you're watching porn maybe once a week, if that. You find porn boring and your addiction has gone. Literally 6 months. And if your brain is thinking like, oh, that's too slow progress, I could do it faster. If you could quit faster than that, you'd have done it by now. So stop the bullshit, turn your brain off, listen to this advice, all right? So if you want to go on NoFap, if you think that's the faster route, then I'll see you in 6 months when your addiction is worse. If you want to actually quit porn for good, you take my advice and I'll see you in 6 months when your addiction has gone. Simple as that. Every single one of my customers that has taken my action, used my system, they have quit. Every single guy that I've seen who has gone on NoFap, including me, has failed and made the addiction just worse. Okay? Before I continue, I'm going to teach you how to overcome urges easily, all right? If you want the full system that I've been talking about to quit porn faster than anyone on the internet, and the main reason most of us do this is to get confident, kill your anxiety and start attracting girls. If we're being honest, that's why we do it. Because of that, it does work, by the way. Because of that, I've created a free bonus section, top link in the description. There's a free bonus section on how to attract girls, how to speak to them. As part of the package you're going to get with the full system on how to quit porn. Check it out. I should be selling it for thousands, right? $1,000 it should be selling it for, but I'm not. It's less than 50. Check it out now if you want to truly change your life. Now, the best way to overcome urges, okay? Because it's still going to be difficult to reduce how much you watch it each month, right? But it's still going to be the easiest way to do it, right? So don't get scared and think, oh, it's going to be hard. Of course it's going to be hard, right? If it was easy, everyone would be fucking not addicted to porn, all right? But do you want to be like everyone else? Complete losers out there? No, you don't. So it's going to be difficult, right? But this is the easiest way to do it. So how do you overcome urges when they do inevitably come and you don't want to relapse, all right? Let's say you've gone over your allowance or, you know, you said, right, I'm going to watch porn 10 times this month because I watched it 12 times last month, and that's fine. But then you get an urge and you're like, I don't want to watch porn. The number one thing you can do to avoid an urge is to change your environment. That's the best way to overcome an urge, because usually you get the same urges at the same time in the same place every day. For me, it was before bed, in my bedroom, 10 o'clock at night before I went to sleep, because I told myself I can't go to sleep without watching porn. That's what my brain convinced and lied to me about it, right? My brain convinced me of that. So what did I try and do when I tried to overcome the urge? I'd listen to the advice online, like breathe, meditate on it. And that shit didn't work because I was staying in that same environment that I was used to jacking off in. So obviously I was going to end up relapsing. Doesn't matter how much I meditated on it, I was going to end up failing. So what should I have done? I should have got up and moved and removed myself from that environment. I don't care what time it is, where you are. Go outside, look at the sky, go for a walk, make some food, talk to your mum. Whatever it is, just remove yourself from that environment. The worst, most retarded thing you can do is stay in that same environment because you're going to fail, all right? Imagine the fat guy, he's trying to lose some weight. Imagine he starts living at a chocolate factory. You'd call him stupid, and he's going to end up failing and cheating on his diet because the temptation is right in front of him. If you're staying in the same environment you're used to watching porn in, you're staying in the environment where the temptation is right in front of you. So move. I'm not saying sleep outside so you stay away from the environment. I'm saying remove yourself from that environment for 10, 15 minutes. Come back and the urge might not be gone, but it's going to be greatly reduced. Okay? It's going to be so much easier to resist. And just taking that 5-10 minutes out of your day to do that, to avoid the regret you're going to get from relapsing, is definitely worth it. So just remove yourself from that environment. The reason this works so effectively is when the Americans went in the Vietnam War, the conditions were so bad that they were all put on heroin. Before they came back after the war, the government thought they were all going to be addicted to heroin because they'd been taking it during the war. So they set up a lot of rehab centers in America. When the soldiers came back, the rehab centers were not needed because they weren't addicted to heroin anymore, because they changed their environments from the war back home to their families. They did not need the heroin, okay? I'm not saying move to Vietnam, okay? I'm saying get out of the situation you're in where you usually relapse and you'll be fine, okay? That's the best piece of advice on urges I can give you. And this is the best way to quit porn. Slightly reduce how much you watch it each and every month and you will be fine. If this helped, top link below. This will help you so much more. Faster progress than anything on the internet. I hope this helped. Goodbye.